everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe nighttime show, the evening show, the fun show. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready. We got a tough act to follow from this morning. Beating that goal by about $50 with a late generosity from Chops, one of his fun little 10 of you chip in this and I'll chip in the rest kind of a deal. Very cool. Michaela says this is live. No, it is not. It is taped, and I cannot see what any of you are writing at the moment. Welcome to the show. April is here.
Hello.
We have a great show planned for you tonight. A lot of cool stuff to do. A lot of cool things to tell you about. I put a new video out just before the show, and I'm going to cross my fingers. It has nothing to do with Brendan Schaub. It has nothing to do with DSP. It has nothing to do with Jordan Peterson or Sam Tripoli or Red Bar or anything like that. It is just you and I talking about the cringe dating stories and my little high school prank that I pulled. And so far in its first half hour, it's doing much better than all of our other nothing to do with the hashtag people.
Good deal.
So
that is one that should be seen by some people.
Fingers crossed.
Aaron is evil.
Fingers crossed that one's going to do. I just want one to do okay that's not about those fucking guys. I just want one. So here's the link. Go throw it a view, and don't only throw it a view, but throw it a like. Help it out in that algorithm. There's the link to it. Check it out. And a comment wouldn't hurt either. We got to start getting some of those like regular Steel Toe clips going.
Sure. I
mean, it's great to have 3,000 to 5,000 views on a Bobby Lee thing or a Brendan Schaub thing or a DSP thing, and it's found us a new audience and it's found us people who really like the show. So I'm not gonna bitch about it.
Can't shit on it.
But at the same time, we do. I mean, in terms of how funny we can be, those videos are a 5 or a 6. They're good.
The original bits are way better.
But like the abortion boat and that everything else. The bit that we just put up there, so much better. So much better. So if you guys can help get the word out on that one, that would be awesome. That would be very cool. Very excited. Mikey Two Milk says, number one super best Steel Toe listener guy checking in. Good evening, boss. Mod check came. We all got cuts, didn't we?
Yeah,
sad faces.
Sorry.
Well,
at least you got a shirt.
Like I said this morning, a couple advertisers down from when we were at our peak. And, about $3,000 in revenue a month off from a year ago now. So, things aren't as good for people as they used to be. And that, no different for us.
We all got to weather the storm.
So like I said, we hit those goals. We're breaking even, maybe even making a little bit of money. Good. Great, wonderful. All we got to do is hit those goals, and we got nothing to worry about. By the way, as usual, it is an evening show, so $100 less for that goal. $300 is the goal tonight. Let's see if we can hit it. Remember, evening show. If you're ever thinking of becoming a VIP, evening shows are definitely the time to do it because it cuts into almost the entire goal.
Yep. And I'm ordering tonight or tomorrow.
No, you know what? I just realized, why don't we order after the prize show Wednesday? Because if the person who wins the $250 drawing elects to become a VIP, might as well get them in there.
Okay.
So we'll order on Thursday. So if you want to order some merch, whoopsie daisy, I just fucked up.
If you want
to order some merch, here's the link. Boom. But if you want to become a VIP, which all of our VIPs can tell you, great deal. There is the link, or here is the page. You get all 3 of these shirts. You get the 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. Oop, there we are. The 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers and the hoodie. You also get 2 tickets to every comedy show we do, which includes the anniversary show coming up a week from Saturday. Lemmy in the chat, if you will, with that Eventbrite link. Also, it's in the description of this video down below, so you can check that out too. Get your tickets. How many people would you say from VIP have claimed their 2 tickets?
I think I'm about 30 now.
So that's 60. We're more than half sold for this thing.
Yep, I'm going to add that up in the morning.
I would say that there's probably 40 tickets left for the comedy show. The nice thing is, the cornhole tournament, I think we still got like 20 spots left.
That's good, right?
That's very good. We got plenty of spots left for the cornhole tournament. And I think last year we signed people up day of.
So many people get there and they just want to be part of the thing.
So don't worry about it. It's going to be very fun, Saturday, August 6th. Lemmy, if you can find that link and put it up in the chat, that would be wonderful. And you guys can come out to Stoney's on Saturday, August 6th. The comedy show's at 8, but the tournament is at 3.
Yes.
And then between the tournament and the comedy show, we all just drink together.
It's a big hang.
We all just drink. I'm sure if I ask Cheetos, we can do karaoke and shit. Because he's got that nice setup and that nice stage.
Well, it's got the whole band stage.
We can just we can fuck off and do karaoke, or Johnny can bring his stuff and we can do karaoke. Either way. Let me, with the link in the chat, there we go. Thank you very much. As far as the goal goes for tonight, we have, the goal is 300, and memberships count, super chats count, PayPal counts. But I saw a thing on the debut of our newest video where it said, allow yourself to be gifted a membership to this channel.
Ooh.
And I selected yes. So I'm available to be gifted a membership. Now, nice. I think I'm already a member to my own channel.
I'd hope so.
I don't think I can become a member to my own channel. But I didn't see any option to gift anybody memberships. So I don't know if we're enrolled in that program or not.
I'm very curious to check it out.
Not sure. No idea. I can't see anything on my YouTube studio. We'll see. But once we do, I'll let you guys know about it, and you can start chipping in that way, too.
Somebody could try to gift Ryobi a membership, see if they can.
Ryobi says, I'm trying to understand the benefits of being a VIP. I get all my donation money back, right? It's just a big cash circle jersey of money washing. No! You get merch, and then you get entered in a $100 drawing every month. It's a drawing that we're doing regardless if you become a VIP or not, so you might as well get freely qualified for it. Does that make sense? There we go. $300 the goal today. Let's start chipping into that early because when we get into that second hour of show, it starts to get a little dramatic on my end. What can I tell you? So there's the PayPal link in the chat. Click that if you're feeling generous. Chip into the show. We'll knock that goal down, and we'll have a great show tonight. So many things to talk about. Again, backlog of material to put up for best ofs. Today we added 3 more on Johnny's Monday. By the way, great news, and this keeps happening every week, every day of the week. Our most listened to Monday show ever. We had our highest peak concurrent viewers, and every day now we're starting to hang out in those 400s.
That's good.
Which we weren't touching the 400s when we came here from Twitch, and now every show we're hanging out longer and longer in the 400s. As far as subscribers go, we're over 3,700. It's possible that if we go on a crazy run this week, we get to 4,000 this week.
You think so?
Yeah, but it's going to be tough. I would say more realistic, 4,500 by the end of August.
Maybe with your extra interviews. Maybe those people will get interested and then come over here too.
Maybe with Review Tech, we get a few more. I know Review Tech helped me out Twitter-wise quite a bit, so maybe that'll help. Whoever we can get for Thursday. Mikey Two Milks did request Josh Denny, and we could squash the thing.
Why not?
I don't know how many viewers that brings, but I wouldn't mind having Josh Denny on. Like I said this morning, talking about the Opie stuff, I don't realize how sensitive other people get about saying shit.
I notice that about you sometimes. You will shit so hard all over someone, and still, like, you'll think that saying, oh, I'm still a fan and all that, and you'll think that covers it up somehow, and it totally doesn't. But
well, what are we doing here? We're talking shit into a microphone.
I totally get it. I know. That's what we're here for.
You know me behind the scenes. Did what Josh Denny said on Chrissy Mayer's show bother me in the least?
Worst mood I've ever seen him in.
Terrible. No, but honestly.
No.
Didn't
even mention it.
Didn't even mention it. You know what happened? Someone told me about it, and I went, ooh, fodder for the show. Yes. You talk a little shit, I talk a little shit.
It's fun.
All kinds of fun.
People,
these people think about this shit after they sign off.
But I know. They
Why?
lose sleep over it. It's like the whole comic thing with the sensitive egos.
Yes. Who gives a shit? Do
don't
you
know.
know how many people have watched my show and go, show fucking sucks? Shitloads of people.
And told you about it too.
Lots of
Yeah.
people. Hate it. Think it's disgusting. Think it's awful. Think it's gross. Oh, well.
Check out that Reddit page.
Move on. Yeah, check out the Fighter and the Kids subreddit that we're on.
Ooh,
Fucking thought I was the gayest guy ever.
spicy.
That's fine.
It's very funny. You've got to learn to laugh at this stuff. I couldn't read that shit if I couldn't find a way to laugh.
But I'm the only guy
There's
who
no way.
does. Red Bar gets touchy. Opie gets
That's
touchy.
one I was thinking of today.
Denny gets touchy. Everybody gets touchy.
When you were going over the Opie thing today, and you're like, that guy, I feel like I didn't even say much to him. And I was like, man, you really did go hard on Red Bar, too. And you think that, you're still a fan, and that should make up for everything. And they totally don't take it that way.
They get cunty.
Man, I'm a fan. I just got some things I've noticed.
Yeah.
Well, they only notice the things you notice,
Right.
not the fan part.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Thank you very much to No Pen 15 Fathead for the $5 super chat. That gets us started tonight.
Thanks.
And 383 Novocaine renewing his membership for a second month. Guys, we're off and running as far as the goal goes. $290 away. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Let's all start chipping in and knock that thing out in no time. If you want to become a VIP, hey, the nice thing is this week we only have 2 evening show goals.
That's true because a prize show doesn't count.
There
That just
are
takes care
no
of
goals.
itself.
Yeah, there are no goals during the prize show. You guys are
Right.
off the hook because we have a prize drawing that people qualify for. It's great. It's awesome. We don't ask for any just like contribution donation things. It's all you're buying merch and qualifying for a prize. So it's awesome. So just tonight and tomorrow night. So if you're an evening show viewer and you're like, I think I'm saving it for Wednesday, do it tonight or tomorrow. Because those are the only 2 where we're going to have a goal. Thank you, Dirty Major
sir.
Woody. Says, what's the age requirement for the anniversary show? What about the cornhole tournament? I will talk to Cheetos, but I think 18 to 21 should be able to play in the tournament.
I agree.
If we talk to
but-
Cheetos ahead of time, we can do a wristband thing. Didn't we do a wristband thing last year?
We did a wristband thing, but it was for people that were for the tournament and the show or just the show.
I'll talk
think.
to Cheetos. We'll figure something out.
I feel bad doing 18 plus with some places because then they have to pay attention to like the drinking
Let's
stuff.
do this. We'll do 18 plus during the tournament. Once the tournament's over, 21 plus.
All
I'll
right.
talk to Cheetos about it.
Yeah.
It's his place. He'll
Double
make the
check.
rules. But I don't like the idea of turning anybody away.
I agree.
So we'll see. Dirty Major Woody, thank you very much. 285 is the goal. Dirty Major Woody said, my son wants to come. He's 20.
Should be fine. It's your designated driver.
Well, can I say something? And this is not Cheetos' position at all or any bar's position.
Okay.
If you just would have shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought right away. I'm like, man, why are you
If
saying
you
it?
just wouldn't have said anything, you wouldn't be the first guy buying a 20-year-old beers at a bar.
And nobody would have noticed. Maybe.
Now you know what I have to do, Dirty Major Woody. Now I have to go, no, that's terrible. That's a horrible thing. Why? Don't ever do that to a bar. It puts them at great risk. And then even a guy like Cheetos has to go, motherfucker, no, we don't like that. That's bad. It's awful. It's terrible. Dirty Major Woody says, LOL, he doesn't drink. Even a dumber reason to bring up the
That
what
is
about
weird.
the ages. Don't do that, Dirty Major Woody. You got yourself a driver then. We all shut up. Nobody says anything. He gets to play cornhole. He's sober, so he might win the fucking thing.
Probably.
And win, let's see, if we get all of our people in, it's what, $10 a pop that's $320. The winning team's going to get $300.
Yeah.
And the second place team gets their money back.
$10?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
each get $10. So $300 to the winning team, $150 each.
Pretty
Covers
cool.
your tab for the night and maybe even some food.
Maybe an Uber home.
Maybe an Uber home. Yeah, it pays for your night. You get a free night out. Why not? So anyway, next time, shh,
Just bring him.
don't worry about it. Mick Marshall says, Aaron has bought many a 20-year-old beers. New Boot Goofing. No, just April.
No.
Just April. K. Fallen the Great says, more like major dipshit. So fucking mean to people who just want to
I
love us.
kind of like that sometimes.
Gordy says, sober, he will be doing the cornholing to the drunkest guy. Oh, he's saying your son's going to fuck somebody in the ass.
I'm staying out of that bathroom.
Max says, I'd love to come, but I got to plant food plots that day. Deer season is coming. Gay.
That guy always has a reason to not come.
Marie says, if the father is this stupid, do you really want the kid to show up? See, now, why are we doing Dirty Major Wood? He's a member. He's a VIP, the whole deal. He says, okay, I'll enter him. Bad choice of words. He'll be my guest at the show. He'll be 21 for that. Well, don't tell us what he is or what he isn't.
I'll enter him.
Oh, man. Balls Deep says, I'd go, but I'm making a brisket. How terrible was that Adrian's like, I would have gone to the Chappelle after party, but I had to make a brisket the next day. Dude. I love that Yags got blocked for saying, dude, you weren't invited.
That's fucking embarrassing.
I mean, it is. It's really
I had to make a brisket. The brisket can wait.
The brisket will wait.
That is... You go to the after party every time if you're invited.
If
like
you're
that's
invited.
A big if, too.
Now, I don't think he's lying. I do.
He did have to make the brisket, right?
I do believe he had to make a brisket.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's the only reason he couldn't go to the after party for Chappelle.
Right.
The other reason was he wasn't invited to the after party.
He was just omitting information.
Right. And you can tell the insecurity in someone like that they want people to think you're tight with this guy who doesn't know your name, because nobody would have asked him about the after party.
No.
But in his mind, he went, oh, people are going to think, they're going to know I'm bullshitting if I don't show up at the after party. Nobody would have thought to ask.
Let me say something quick, though. That makes me look really guilty of not being invited.
Oh, man. Chris says he thinks the brisket is a lie. Well, we'll see. John P. says, what's up, all? Did anyone hear the Gino Bisconte tirade he went on about steel toe this afternoon?
Ooh.
Please fucking tell me that's true.
Links. Always send the links.
Please tell me that Gino Bisconte talked about this show on his show. That would be fucking fantastic.
Is he the N-word guy?
I think everybody on Compound is the N-word guy.
I think they are,
I think Compound should probably just change its name to the N-word place.
Just the N-word place?
Yeah.
Nothing sexier?
I think Anthony would like it. I think Anthony would...
Anthony would, like, have an entire basket, like a hat full of N-word ideas, and he'd just pick them out. Now, Marie says if it was on Compound Media, no one saw it. Well, I wasn't going to say that, and, like, even less people watch Gino's show, especially since Aaron Berg left. John P. says he spent a half hour beating up on you and April. Did he really? Interesting.
Did that worthless fucking drunk, did that crack-jawed drunk really go off on us for a half hour?
We can't not do that. Somebody give me a link.
Well, it's behind a paywall, and nobody watches Gino Bisconte's show. He drank himself so stupid that his own co-host / best friend left him for a better opportunity. He aired it. He aired his grievances on Gino's show. He went, you drink too much, you say the N-word, I gotta leave because you're out of control. I'm not going to be here with you doing a show. Basically tried to nicely tell his friend, I'm not going to let you drag me down. I mean, he's a 60-year-old man who has roommates and can't perform at comedy clubs. Mm-hmm. Anthony's got him on as a pity drinking buddy gig where he makes maybe $800 a month. Maybe. And I might be exaggerating on that.
I'm so upset right now. I forgot about the paywall thing because I thought that you and I had gone on Compound Media before and looked at something.
I'll tell you this about Gino Bisconte. If he talks shit about your show, he's just trying to get that show to mention him so maybe he can grab a listener.
Well, I mean, too late. I mean, we've already talked about you and it wasn't positive. So.
Yeah, Gino, I mean, get back in the bottle. Go back to that bar across the street. Hopefully Pat Dixon doesn't show up and finish the job because Lord knows you can't fight. We found that out. And just keep to your own show. I mean, you got to work on getting some audience, man. You got to work on getting some listeners because there ain't that many. The only thing on Compound that has anybody is Anthony's show.
Right.
That's it.
Is he good now? Is he still good?
He and Gavin McInnes can still be funny.
Okay, good.
He and Gavin McInnes can still do a good job. Gino... It still perplexes me. I don't know if he's got naked pictures of Kumia. I don't know if there's some kind of HR thing going on there. I don't know if it's a retard quota they got to meet.
What kind of HR could there be? There was people punching each other. Nobody got fired.
That's
right?
true.
There's no HR there.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. So Gino wanted to talk about Steel Toe today. Look at us just making the rounds everywhere.
That's really fun. I really could give a fuck what anyone has to say about us as long as they're talking about it.
Thanks, Gino. God, Gino just really likes taking L's. That's his big thing. His, let's see, Kevin Brennan's basically gutted him. Aaron Berg gutted him. Red Bar has just crucified him time and time and time again.
Flat broke Gino.
I mean, I still can't. Sometimes I have to stop myself from calling him Gino Bisconte because that's what the name is, or Flat Broke Gino.
Right. For a long time, I actually didn't know which one it was.
So, Gino, I'm sorry that it took up 30 minutes of your show for little old us. But then again, we've got more listeners than he does. We got more viewers than he does. He kind of needs us.
John is saying it was pretty sloppy.
Oh, it was pretty sloppy?
Okay.
Was he pretty drunk? Have we really hammered Gino Bisconte before?
Yes.
Oh,
you
really?
and I did on an evening show one night.
Boy, I really don't remember the people I talk shit about.
I know.
I trashed him?
Yes.
That pathetic
really
worm,
bad.
that nobody, I fucking brought him up.
He's the one who got punched in the face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the night when we absolutely laid into him. Yes.
Well, he brought a guy's girlfriend on his show
it.
after the guy told him not to. He
Kind
did
of a
it
dick
anyway to
move.
be a little weasel, and he got cracked in the jaw for it.
I don't know if there is such a thing as bro code, but if there is, it broke every single rule.
Let me say this about Gino. He then, I watched for free on YouTube, the pirated clips, and they're hard to find because nobody posts Gino Bisconte clips. Why would you?
Josh Denny's his only viewer.
Somebody has to watch it in order for it to get posted.
I feel like Josh is just waiting in like the rafters to like get into any show on there.
You know what? It's probably not
He's just
inaccurate.
creeping.
He's in a janitor's outfit, just mopping outside. Anybody need me? So, Gino, after he gets his jaw smashed in by Pat Dixon, he got his ass kicked. He got his jaw cracked. He had to take like a week off to heal himself. Mm-hmm. So he had a week to think of how he was going to, as the kids say, cope and seethe about this. And what does he come up with? Real men get punched in the face and they don't do anything about it. I'm a real man. Oh, Gino.
That's not how it works.
You're
bud.
60 years old trying to relive your youth. You're drunk all the time. You stopped being funny. You just replaced it with the N-word thinking it's
cringe.
edgy. It's cringe and sad. Gino, walk away from this one. It's bad for you. Unless you just want to keep being... He's the Glass Joe of podcasting. If you played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, he's Glass Joe. He's like 1 in 99, and the one win might have been like against... You know what? He's worse than Glass Joe. I think Glass Joe has a win.
Dude, he's someone who's twice our age with maybe half of our viewers talking about us.
Half?
I said maybe.
That's generous.
I know.
That's generous.
I don't mind.
Well, that's cool. Another show mentioning Steel Toe. That's awesome. Here I am, just little old me, out of nowhere. Coming up, grabbing a few thousand subscribers in a couple of months, making the rounds here, making the rounds there.
His balls are tingling.
What up, Gino? How you doing, buddy?
Get him on.
I'd love to.
He's clearly talking about you.
The only thing is, I have guests on for views. Nobody's going to watch Gino.
That is a good point.
If I type in Gino Bisconte on YouTube and I hit sort by upload date, I doubt there's more than 4 videos in the last week.
Let's see.
There might not be more than one. Gino Bisconte.
It's all going to be the Pat Dixon stuff, too.
Here's the top thing that comes up. Gino Bisconte continues obsessing over Red Bar on Real Ass Podcast. So it's a clip of him on Louis J. Gomez's show. So he can't even get clips of his own show. Because, again, it's behind a paywall, but also nobody watches it. Unique reviews Pat Dixon's sucker punch to Gino Bisconte.
I told you.
The newest thing that comes up is you getting punched in the face by Pat Dixon. And it's got 144 views. This evening show already has more views than you getting punched in the face.
That's too bad.
Curtain call, behind the scenes of Gino Bisconte, OG Productions 2022.
A day ago, only 12
One day
views.
ago, 12 views. Oh, no. Do you guys want to get introduced to Gino Bisconte?
That's almost 101 numbers.
Do you want to see him get punched in the face?
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a, oh, God damn it, that
music.
So I don't know where Gino is in this.
Well, let's watch it through one time and then we'll narrate the second time.
Well, we got a lot of freeze frames and horse shit.
Here we go, maybe?
No, this ain't it. I'll know because I watched Unique talk about it when he was kicking the shit out of Gino. Oh, there it is. All right, so the story behind this, Pat Dixon broke up with a girl. Gino thought it would be hilarious because it's got no fucking brains. He thought it would be hilarious to have Pat Dixon's ex-girlfriend on his show, which this is the comedic level of intelligence we're talking about with Gino.
It's low-hanging fruit.
So he has her on. Pat told him not to, warned him. Gino didn't listen. And now they're having to, oh God, this is sad. Remember, 60 years old, comedian. They're having to raise money for his medical bills.
What?
Because he can't pay Gino can't pay his medical bills.
Like a GoFundMe type, let's raise money?
Flat Broke Gino is not a bit, well, it's a bit that Red Bar does.
I didn't know it was that bad.
But it's a moniker that sticks for a reason.
It's a bit that's in the nonfiction section.
This is not a guy who could afford to have his jaw shattered by Pat Dixon. So let's watch. Here's Pat Dixon up here. You're going to see him. Here's Gino, I think, right here.
Gino's got some dark hair.
Yeah.
Looks like dark hair and tall.
So here comes Pat Dixon. Comes walking in.
So I see dark hair right there.
Boom! Right in the and look at we are wobbling like crazy. Now the bar caught him at first, or he would have went right down.
Yeah.
The bar caught him, and then he bounces off the bar, and he's dancing like Zab Judah when he got hit by Kostya Tszyu. He is doing the chicken leg dance all over the place.
What a mess.
And that jaw is erect.
Slack
now,
jaw.
Is Gino coming back and going, I'll fuck you up, I'll fucking destroy you? Nope. He's walking away from Pat Dixon. Oh, why did he? I don't understand. Why did he hit me in the face? And he's just holding his jaw.
Why? What did I do?
Why? What did I do? What? Are you too drunk, you fucking dummy, to realize what you did? You had that one coming. You know, a real man takes that shot and goes, worth it.
Yeah, right, exactly. If it was worth it to you, whatever.
Yeah. Worth it. I'd do it again.
But
nope,
no.
Instead, people are making fun of me for the punch. I guess he said, oh, people say I'm a gay F word for that, and well, I guess I am. No, I guess you are.
That punch cost him a lot, like actual money and some respect.
And Pat Dixon didn't cost him a thing. He got canned from Compound, which I'm sure they weren't paying him much to begin with anyway. And he gains new fans because he punched Gino Bisconte in the face.
Yes. You get to be the guy that hit Gino, something everyone wants to do.
You know what the worst part about doing this segment is? Nobody knows who the fuck Gino is. So it's not going to do anything.
It's too bad. It really is, because he is a real piece of work.
Yeah. I think 101 would have better views when they quote Limp Bizkit in the intro. Oh, God, that was so bad. Yeah. But yeah, that has more views than Gino's stuff.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Ugh. There's something wrong with the world.
Buzzy found out today he's going to be a grandpa.
Oh, congrats, Buzzy. That's good news.
Congratulations, Buzzy. Ladies man says, I got my ass beat last weekend. I took it like a man. I had it coming. Did I bitch? No, definitely humbles you, though.
You had it coming, huh?
Hamburger Steak says, Gino Biscotti. I mean, basically, look, don't commit the name to memory. It's not important, and you're never going to hear of him again.
Biscuits.
That is why he mentioned our show. Because he sees the subs going up, he sees the views going up, and he goes, you know what? Maybe I can attach myself to this thing. No, it's not going to make people buy Compound just for you, Gino. I'm sorry. I mean, your own partner won't stay with you. It's over, buddy.
It is shocking there's not even a clip on YouTube. Not one.
Again, why would there be?
That's what I'm saying. That he's got so few viewers.
They leaked the viewership for those shows years ago, back when Compound had more viewers.
Yeah.
Gino's show did like 300 views. When he had Aaron Berg, the funnier guy.
We have more than 300 at any given moment in the mornings.
It's rough. It's rough, Gino. But hey, put this on your show, pal. Michael, thank you very much for the $50. Appreciate that. I think that's Gino's daily take. So thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. $235 away from our goal today. Appreciate that. That was Dirty Major Woody. chipping in. 2:35 away from the goal. Half hour of overtime. If we hit said goal, there's the link to PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. It all counts. Check it out. Boy, we got, I mean, got everybody talking about Steel Toe. This is great. Denny, Bisconte. I mean, nobody's talking about us, but hey.
That does suck.
Obviously getting under people's skin.
I do like that even though Opie's upset with you, he did say, let's revisit this.
He did say, let's revisit in the fall.
If I were you, I'd be kind until then.
Was I kind today on my talking about it? I was conciliatory.
I didn't think it was bad.
Thank
Not
you.
at all. And then I saw some people on Twitter, maybe not helping your cause, but...
Yeah, I saw Zen Rhino on Twitter.
You're not helping.
Tagging Opie in it and everything. And going, hey, fucking Opie, why don't you go on the Steel Toe show, you fucking pussy.
Right,
and
he's
I'm
just basically, you fucking guy, what are you doing?
Like, God damn it, Zen. Oh, well. I like Zen.
Zen's a good guy.
I like Zen
him.
Rhino.
I do too. Why do people talk shit about him?
He can do whatever he wants. Zen Rhino can write whatever he wants on Twitter. I don't care. I'll deal with the blowback. Your fans are mean. I know. Shit, I'm afraid of them. But thank you for bringing me that Gino Bisconte information. That's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I had a few more bullet points. Like, what did he say specifically? But
it's Gino.
We'll never
He
know.
probably just yelled and was drunk and didn't make many coherent points. It's just...
He probably just called us the N-word.
It probably called us the N-word. Probably called you a whore.
I was going to say bitch and then whore, but I was a bitchy whore. I was a cunt.
Well, he's gone after Jules David from
Has he
Red
really?
Bar. Oh.
That I didn't know.
Oh, boy, did he say some things about old Jules.
There's not much to be said about Jules. She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart.
I say more than Jules does.
And like I said, if any of you are in that bring back group, tell Mike David I said this. We may have gone back and forth with each other. I love Mike David. I love his show. I think Red Bar's great. I can't wait to listen to the next episode.
Are you done?
I've watched some clips. I saw the summary and I didn't really...
I haven't started.
But I consider... Look, you know me. I talk a bunch of shit. I move on to the next thing. Doesn't really bug me. So to me, I consider the Mike David thing and I water under the bridge. It was fun. I didn't really get hammered the way I thought I was going to. It's kind of like I threw shots at Mike and I landed some shots and I covered up like this. And then nothing really hard came back and I was like, oh, well, that was fun.
That was us. That morning you found out that we were on the Bring Back group. We both looked at each other like, are you kidding me right now?
And nothing.
I don't want to be there.
Yeah, a few passive-aggressive comments and a mention on Red Bar. That's it.
No, Jules is fine. Don't shit on Jules.
John Smokin says Kiwi Farms thread. Oh, is there a Mike David Kiwi Farms thread?
Or is there an us Kiwi Farms thread?
Or is there an us Kiwi Farms thread?
That would hurt a little bit.
Uh-oh, I don't want to. Well, Kiwi Farms, they hate everybody.
What do you call yourself if you're on Kiwi Farms? What are you?
A douche?
A farmer?
I don't know. Are
you a Kiwi farmer?
You're just a douche. You have nothing to do. You're below a 4chaner, I believe. Thank you very much to Dan C. with $20 on the super stickers. $220 away from our goal tonight. Great job, guys. You're doing awesome. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you want to chip in. Super chats and super stickers count as well. Awesome. Very cool. John Smokin says best fans. Well, thanks. Well, I mean, you guys don't thank me.
Wait, what?
Don't thank me. I mean, I guess thank the fans, I suppose.
You've done a little bit.
What a fun start to tonight's show. Gino's mad. Hopefully, hopefully Red Bar and I are cool again. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I'm excited about all this stuff. I'm invigorated. I'm energized.
Are you just buzzing?
For all the story. Well, you know me. I love it when people are talking shit and mixing it up and throwing shit around. That's
every time I hear a new thing, I'm like, oh, that's got to make Aaron have such a boner.
I got to start out today with shitting on Adrian, the Opie stuff.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee. We got mentioned on Jesse Lee Peterson's show today.
I heard that.
I'm getting Jesse on the show.
I love Jesse.
I fucking love that guy so much.
Beta male. What a bitch.
I just love when he gets a call and a guy goes, I'm a nurse. And he goes, you a nurse? He goes, yeah. Beta.
I wish he'd say what a bitch more, though. That's my favorite.
That's true.
Do you think he'd call you a beta male?
I hope he does.
You want to be called a beta male?
By Jesse Lee Peterson?
Ask him if he knows what a Sigma male is, because that's you.
Yeah, I guess I'm a Sigma man. That's
Who
like
said that?
A loner alpha, I guess.
Whatever guy said that.
He said when he showed the show to his friends, I seem like a Sigma, which I took it as a compliment. Max says, you've always been jealous of the chucker. I mean, that's absolutely true.
I'm jealous of his hairline.
Pumpkin Popsums with a $20 super chat says, hey, April, check your Facebook Messenger. Got to pay for you to read them. New Boot Goof and great show, boys. Oh.
Look, I'm writing it down in a note right now.
All right, $205 away from our goal. Thank you guys very much. You need to see the Gavin McInnes bit where Ryan, his sidekick, does Jesse Lee Peterson. It's gold. I like Gavin. I think Gavin's very funny.
I don't know much about Gavin.
Gavin is pretty good. He's pretty good. People want to watch the Jesse Lee Peterson thing from today. They missed it.
I do too. I'd like him. I heard
right.
it. I'd like to watch it now.
They want to see the beta male thing from today. This is a compilation of Jesse Lee Peterson calling people
nice beard
beta males.
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta! Lamar, are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head? Beta!
He interrupts himself.
He kind of looks sick. Like he looks like he glazes over and he's just waiting to say it.
I want this guy in his studio on our show doing a stream together on Thursday.
No. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Because I tell you why.
Beta!
And my stepmom thought I was getting an attitude, and she got really mad that I said that to her. And so not even like 2 minutes later, my dad called me.
Beta!
I told my dad.
Oh, poor daddy feelings hurt. Beta!
Oh my
God.
God.
I love it. He yells it
He's
out.
so weird.
Did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta?
Okay, I'm going to skip this part because it gets into like some musical shit and so.
Okay.
Beta! When you were 5 years old, you were sick, and he called you the P word?
Yeah, he called me a P word, the B word. Said stop being a little,
Were you acting like a little beta baby?
Maybe.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Oh, just a little girl.
Beta!
A guy has
have
a
a
baby
daughter.
girl. He's very excited about his little baby that he's got. And then Jesse Lee Peterson goes, beta!
Jesse, I just had a baby. What do you think about that? Isn't that exciting? What was it? Oh, it's a girl.
Beta!
Beta.
What a girl.
Hey, Jesse.
What a girl.
Jesse went and bought fish for his fish tank. You know what he bought?
Beta!
They don't live long.
Jesse Lee Peterson likes games when they immediately come out. You know what version of games he likes to play?
I do. Tell me, though.
Beta!
Yeah. Not meta.
Beta girl! Jason, you could have been straight up, man. Be a alpha male, not a beta male.
He is. I wasn't going to say I'm doubling down and I was going to vote for him. But that's the thing. The thing I was going to vote for was the Yang.
Who?
The Yang?
Andrew Yang?
Yeah, I was leaning more towards that way, but he...
Beta!
He waits to say it.
Bernie Mango says, well, and my biblical question, do you see yourself as a son of God? Bernie Mango says, well, you're leaving out women. I prefer the term child of God, or you can call me a saint. Whatever. It's amazing. Beta!
I was having sex with my girlfriend, beta. Little beta.
Beta!
At the moment, I live with my mother.
Beta!
Stop having sex.
Everything you're doing is wrong. Just thinking about that. You left your place, moved into hers. Wrong. You made a baby with her out of wedlock. Wrong. She's not your wife, so it's not going to work. Wrong. She is already disobeying you. Wrong. And she's already using your child to control you. Wrong. I recommend.
There you go. That's the rest of it's musical.
More people who need hard life advice need to get in touch with him.
I don't even give a fuck if it makes sense. I just love Jesse Lee Peterson.
Wrong.
That's it. Beta. Gordy says, no, the best JLP was when Kyle called in. Kyle calling in and giving a steel toe shout out by saying I have a demon named Josh Denny after me was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Great job. John P. says, as far as Gino, he kept making references to his salary having a comma and that you're asking money for your show. Yeah, I mean, yours has one comma in it. Let's stop with he said his salary has a comma in it. Gino, it's not 1922. Having a comma in your salary is not a big deal. Says you are asking money for your show. Yeah, what a dick, right?
Oh, aren't you going to finish that one?
Does it bother you, Gino, that when I ask, my audience gives it, they enjoy the show, and they... Like, if you had... No offense, Gino. If you had to come here... First of all, we make more than you do. Second of all, if you had to come and do this, you wouldn't make a fucking dime. If you weren't suckling at the Anthony Cumia teat, what's left of the legacy, you'd be fucked, brother. I challenge you. Come on, get a show. Get a show of your own, not one that's on Anthony's network that he pays you $100 a show for. Get your own show. See if people would pay you to do a show. I guarantee you they wouldn't. And having a show behind a paywall with 200 viewers, probably less now because the funny one left in Aaron Berg. He went to Gas Digital. Try doing it on your own and see if you make any money. Maybe you could move out of that shitty rent-controlled apartment. Rent-controlled? Could you imagine?
Rent-controlled?
Could you imagine admitting that you live in a rent-controlled apartment at 60?
No, Aaron, I couldn't. Oh, that stings a little bit.
Gino, bad news, Gino. I think Red Bar was right. He kept calling April a dumb cunt. Wow, a Gino Bisconte special. Just a dumb cunt. Wow. You know,
you're the N-word and I'm the dumb cunt.
I gotta say, Gino even insults people like an old man.
Well, in fairness, you had people call me a dumb cunt before.
Oh, so. Gino. So I guess that answers my question. You haven't gotten any better since Aaron left. So your own buddy told you, you drink too much, you're obnoxious, you say the N-word, you're not funny, I'm leaving your show. A guy says, you keep behaving like this, I'm going to crack you in the fucking head. And then he does crack you in the fucking head, and you had to run and cry about it for a week, so you couldn't do your show. And you still haven't hit rock bottom? This still hasn't registered with you? I guess have another drink. I'd say do a bump of Coke, but I know you can't afford it.
In all honesty, I'm going to go to bed tonight with a smile on my face because he said these things.
I just like that more people...
I think it's very funny.
I just like that multiples of people more than him heard my rebuttal over what he said.
I know.
And most of the people who watch both of our shows, the most commonly said thing by the people who viewed all this is, who the fuck is Gino Bisconte?
What now?
I've been in Discord chats with Jesse Lee Peterson, and he's usually stoned as fuck, so he probably is here. Well, I roll out the red carpet.
I mean,
Mr.
that would make
Peterson.
sense. He kind of looks stoned.
Tom says, April, did you get my message about my VIP status on
Most
Wednesday?
likely. I just don't open them right away. I make a list in one day so I don't lose it. But I wrote it down just to make sure.
Let's continue on. I want to catch up in the chat here, and then we got a lot to talk about tonight. I didn't expect to get all this other stuff. That's great.
Well, you're a dumb cunt.
Well, that's true. Thank you. Takes one to know one, you stupid cunt. Whoa. Zen Rhino says he has a huge fish tank, but it's only those Siamese fighting fish.
Beta!
There you go. Do you know who JLP's favorite football team is?
Beta!
Gators. Loaded Wrench says, just found out I got monkeypox.
Beta!
I just can't. Dude, I can't get over Gino. My salary has a comma in it. Yeah, everybody's does who's not a Chilean coal miner, you fucking idiot. God damn, is he old?
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, I hope he keeps talking about us because he's
do
so
too.
fucking drunk and stupid.
I might find it in me to care a little one day.
I don't think so. Zen Rhino says that's because Gino is...
Beta!
Probably. April isn't... Zen Rhino also says, hey, April isn't dumb.
Just a cunt. Wow. Thanks, Zen.
Yeah, Rusty Grammar says for Gino Bisconte, being rent-controlled is basically experiencing homelessness.
Dude, that actually shocks me. I didn't know that part.
Pat Dixon might have punched him into homelessness. I'm not sure. Indoctrinate says, I'm letting my Compound Media membership expire end of summer just because I will not fund Gino. Yeah, I mean, fund Ant, support Anthony and all that. But Gino, I can see that being a moral conundrum for a lot of people.
I can understand wanting to support Anthony, but not the whole crew. Sorry.
Zen Rhino says, yeah, the Coke Sullivan's is really expensive these days. Gino can't afford it.
You know what?
P.H. Cheddar nails it for everybody. He speaks for the room when he says, I have no idea who Gino is.
Oh, the flat broke one.
Yeah, exactly. The one with no money on Compound. Dirty Major Woody says, my salary has 2 commas. Well, look at this guy. You're no Gino Bisconte, apparently.
Bringing his underage son to a bar. Just kidding.
Do you know what Jesse Lee Peterson's college frat was called?
What's that?
Beta! Beta! Beta!
Oh, wow. It was Beta, Beta, Beta.
Beta
That's really
cubed,
interesting.
Actually.
Now I got to ask, now that we're done with Gino, John P., I have to ask you, sir, who did it better? Because this is fair to ask him because he's a Steel Toe fan and a Compound fan. So we're asking a neutral person, who did it better, Steel Toe or Gino?
What are they charging over there for Compound?
I don't know. When I watched it, when they had like Gavin, Red Bar, and Anthony, Legion of Skanks, God, he had a fucking lineup over there.
Yeah.
God, that was incredible.
It was stacked.
It was like $7 a month. I think he went wrong.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I think he went wrong when he hired Artie Lang, who was still in the grips of drug addiction. And he hired him. Yeah, he hired him to be his co-host. And he jacked it up to like 11. He lost Gavin McInnes, lost Legion of Skanks. Red Bar quit on him, and it started. And then he got in his legal trouble with that crazy fucking bitch girlfriend he had. And it all just kind of started to fall apart from there.
It always works to hire the drug addicts, though.
John P. says, Steel Toe wins this one. He's pretty sad.
Okay, so it wasn't anything like...
No. I mean, it's
wild.
Gino. I mean, again, it's Glass Joe.
Right.
Glass Gino. Not bad.
Not
bad for off the cuff. Glass Gino. I got to thank Jeff for throwing in $10. Appreciate that, buddy. $195.
Thank you.
Away from our goal tonight. Yeah, make Gino really upset and smash that goal tonight like we usually do because, the people who see the people on YouTube who get the donations and do all that, people like Gino, I'm sure their anger and shitting on you comes out of jealousy because if they could do it, they would be doing it. But he also can't control himself. He likes to be one of these guys to hide behind, oh, yeah, I just want to be able to say what I want, and I want to be behind a paywall so I can have creative freedom. I have creative freedom here. I can say whatever the fuck I want to.
He just wants a reason to say the N-word,
No.
that's it, though.
It's not even that. He can't.
Really?
He can't stop himself from saying it. He can't control himself.
Okay, so you're on the same line. It's
Right.
worse.
He can't control.
Okay.
He couldn't come here and do a show. He can't even do a show over there. But he's Anthony's drinking buddy, so it's all right.
God, that's sad.
Well, there you go. John P., who is a Compound and Steel Toe fan, has judged it, and he says Steel Toe wins. It's not hard. It's not difficult.
I like it.
See, now, Red Bar, that would be a difficult one if Mike decided to lean in. That could be a tough fight, but I still think we'd come out on top.
Maybe John would like to let Gino know that we heard about his little tantrum.
Yeah, John, if
Do
you
we call
feel,
it?
hey, John, if you feel like calling in the In Hot Water tomorrow and letting Gino know what's up, let him know how bad we hammered his ass.
We're not behind a paywall. He can see our
He
rebuttal.
can see us whenever he wants to. Absolutely.
Oh,
Good boy, Gino. Good boy. We've already got one person canceling their membership to come hang with us because you talked about us. Gino,
Sorry.
you're costing the boss money. He's not going to be able to pick up your tab at Sullivan's anymore.
that is a thing. Like, you bring us up, and then like what little listeners you have are gonna be like, oh, who are these guys? And they're gonna see who has the better show.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Oh, sad news. Sorry to bring it up. Sorry to bring down the mood because we were having so much fun tonight. But you know what?
dare
I'm writing
you.
down that Gino thing. We're posting it as its own
How dare you?
thing. Paul Sorvino died at 83 years old. I mean, made a good run of it.
83 is a pretty good life.
Paul Sorvino, of course, the titular character of tonight's episode, Paulie from Goodfellas, died at the age of 83.
Dude.
And I hear that they cremated him so thin that he just melted right into the sauce. Sorry.
Couldn't help yourself, huh?
He said before he went to bed, he said to him, he said to all his friends and his family, he said, I'm going to give you this one day, and then I got to turn my back to you. And then he was right. He died.
He did. Turned his back and died.
He did. John P. says, I try not to align myself with that content. He didn't know how to refer to April as vapid, so he kept saying vapid.
Hold on. He's calling me vapid.
Wait a minute. Gino doesn't know the word vapid, and he kept saying
What a loser. What is the definition of that word?
like an airhead.
Empty?
Basically. Yeah. Like Gino's drinking glass constantly.
What a dick.
Gino's drinking glass is vapid.
I wonder
or
how-
I guess in his words, vapid.
I wonder how his wife and co-host are.
Fuck, did he really say vapid? I'm not going to pay a fucking fee to watch his dog shit program and watch
Vapid.
him drunkenly shout at... the only listeners he has are callers that troll him and call him flat broke. But, wow, he said vapid instead of vapid. Gino sounds like one of those guys who when he shits on you, the best way to win is to just let him talk.
Yes, keep going.
Sorry, Gino. You suck. White Hat says, Paulie was the best garlic slicer in the business. Oh, you think he wasn't? So he's 83. You know, I never miss. I never get sad by deaths like this because, like I said, it's not like Paul Sorvino got cheated.
He lived a long life as a celebrity, even, which usually they are a bit shorter, right? With the drugs, alcohol,
you go through it.
all that.
But 83 years old, he had a famous daughter who was in quite a few movies. I think she was in the American Pie movies. Mia Sorvino?
I don't know.
I think that was his daughter.
I just don't like how many of the Goodfellas guys are dropping suddenly. Ray Liotta's gone.
Oh, that's right.
He's
Ray
gone.
Liotta died.
And
then
the other
from
guy
Sopranos,
from Sopranos
Paulie
died.
Walnuts died.
Yep. And it seems like suddenly
Mira
all
Sorvino, thank you.
the mafia is gone.
All the mafia guys are... Well, and James Gandolfini's been gone for 10 years.
It's fucked.
Shit, man. Somebody protect Edie Falco. God damn it.
Okay, is Nurse Jackie worth watching? Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, I kind of like her, and she's the main lady, so...
Michaela says, you pay us a fee to watch you, Aaron, New Boot Goof. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically, like, if you want to contribute to the show and donate to it to keep it going, yeah, I guess the opposite would be we don't make you. We just go, hey, we're doing a very good show. If you feel like chipping in a few bucks, here's what we need. And then they choose to do it. You could argue, again, this is where I think Gino would come up short. I don't think people would give a fuck about him enough to chip in.
No.
I really don't. Cody says, when will you pay Cowpote the money he claims you stole? Wait a minute. Cowpote is now claiming that I stole money from him?
That's not what I got even. Like, you watch Cowpote?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Why are you watching Cowpote?
Why do you know this?
We could watch Cowpote stuff for overtime tonight if we
We
make
could.
it.
He made a whole video about me months ago, and I never saw it.
Oh, that's
we never
too bad.
covered it.
$190 away from our goal today. Thank you, Cody. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Again, $190 away from the goal tonight. You guys are making just great headway, just real solid progress. I appreciate that. And it's been everybody chipping in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thanks a ton.
Thank you for supporting us, vapid cunts.
Yes,
Or, vapid cunts.
No, you're a vapid cunt. Remember, Gino doesn't know how to speak
I don't know
properly.
what's more insulting.
You got the alcohol frying the brain cells and then the Pat Dixon knuckles.
You're going to
taking
call
care
me
of the
names,
rest
at
of
least
it.
say it right.
Yeah. If you're going to call this cunt a cunt, at least get the words right, you fucking drunk.
This vapid cunt.
Maybe that jaw isn't working so well after you got your mush mouth punched in. I don't know. Maybe he's talking like Rocky Balboa now. I don't know.
Lockjaw.
I, like the rest of the country, don't know because I don't listen. April, I love the show, Nurse Jackie. It sounds like all the girls love Nurse Jackie.
So I probably won't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot
'cause
of
you're a
girly
giant
stuff.
dyke.
I thought it was like a Dexter, but in female form.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Matt Gaetz for a minute. This is fucking, this is a two-parter. I'm glad we didn't get to this story this morning because then I would have missed the follow-up to it. Matt Gaetz is a congressman. I'm not the biggest fan of his, only because of the whole hanging out with underage girls accusations. But he did say something very funny over the weekend, and you got to give the devil his due.
Sure. We're not above laughing.
Yeah, I mean, if you say something funny, you get the laugh. Matt Gaetz told a crowd of young people at a conference Saturday that women protesting abortion access are less likely to get pregnant because they aren't attractive.
Oh, so the thing you've been saying for a long time now, right?
Matt Gaetz is picking up.
Who had that story or that joke first? Like
Carlin's line is, now his was opposite. Carlin's joke was, have you ever noticed that all these people who are against abortion are women you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place?
Against abortion?
Like, my argument would be anyone who's so passionate that they go out there and hold signs is usually not getting a lot of dick.
That's what I would think.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I'm total opposite of that.
Pro-abortion or anti-abortion, I think both sides, if you're out there holding signs,
it means you're obnoxious and probably not attractive.
He says, why is it that women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions, Kate said. Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb. Wow.
Where did he say this?
I think on his...
I hope in front of many people.
I think on his deck with a beer in his hand. I'm not sure.
Oh, I love him. I don't know anything about him.
Gaetz went on to say that these people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe v. Wade. A few of them need to get up and march. They need to get up and march for like an hour a day, swing those arms, get the blood pumping, maybe mix in a salad.
Oh, my God.
This Aaron Rupar guy has had me blocked on Twitter for years. He says, Matt Gaetz somehow not talking about Trump. We welcome all retirees in Florida except maybe one, though he's real rich, though he grifted off our taxpayers and off of our government and off of lies for years. Oh, so here's the Gaetz line. All right.
Have you watched these pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies? The people are just disgusting. Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions?
Boy, do you think this guy's in a safe district?
Wow.
Thinking his district must be solidly red.
That makes me so happy that this was at an actual conference in front of people.
Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb. These people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2".
Can we admit great use of the word odious?
Better comic than Gino Bisconte.
I would say Gino would probably say odious and fuck it up.
An odious, okay.
On the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe versus Wade.
Nerd slam.
A few of them need to get up and march. They need to get up and march for like an hour a day, swing those arms, get the blood pumping, maybe mix in a salad.
Dude, he's more funny than some of the people out there calling themselves comics.
Well, he got asked about it today.
I'll take him.
Matt Gaetz got asked about the comments that he made and asked if he was out of line and asked if maybe that was too mean and maybe he should apologize for it.
I'm going to say...
Would you like to see Matt Gaetz's response?
I bet he's going to say that he definitely overstepped. He'd been drinking.
You think how do you think he's going to respond?
Judging by how bad that was, I'm going to say he's going to stand by it.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
By the way, who the fuck is this lady just holding a rose in the background?
Somebody that he described. I
came to bring this to you, Matthew, but you called me a fat cunt.
Comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
Get thicker skin, chunkers.
I wish it would have been somebody other than Matt Gaetz because the other shit surrounding him, accusation-wise, and he does, I think I agree with Jay, he does look like a TV game show host.
He kind of does.
But oh well, I'll take it. It was a funny little line, and then he stood by it. And
who would have been more funny than him, though? That was great.
How long was it on?
Boy, we got a Brendan clip. We're not going to clip this one out for posterity because it's not worth it, but it is Brendan being really fucking dumb. I would have, God, who else could have delivered it? Who's a dick? But isn't a creep. Nah, he's not a big enough dick. He doesn't have the charisma to pull that off.
He's just confident. Okay.
DeSantis could have done it, but he can't. Been good. He's running for president. He's governor. Yeah, he can't.
You know, there's fatties that go retire in Florida. You can't do that.
Oh, Madison Cawthorn would have done it, but Madison Cawthorn's a fucking creep too.
I don't see him doing that.
I guess only the creeps would do it. Oh well, I'll take it.
Madison Cawthorn doesn't like orgies.
No, he's against.
Coke.
And he rats people out for doing coke and orgies. What a piece of shit. Yeah, I forgot. I hate Madison Cawthorn.
I know.
For that very reason. All your friends and all your coworkers are like, hey, we're going to a gangbang and coke party. You want to come? And he's like, no. And then goes and rats to the media.
What a lame. You go, and even if you don't participate, you know.
People are saying Ted Cruz would have said it. Probably. You know what? Ted Cruz probably would have said it.
I don't see that either.
He's kind of a creep, too. Maybe all these Republicans, you know what? All these Republicans and Democrats are all a bunch of creeps. Might be it. $190 away from our goal tonight. There you go, guys. We're about halfway through the show. We're a little less than halfway through the goal, but we're right around there. So everybody chip in a little bit. We'll knock that goal out. We'll do an extra 30 minutes of show for you tonight, and I have a lot of stories to go. So we've got plenty for you to go until 9:30 Central. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats and memberships count as well. Yes, April?
John just got it too. Donald Trump would have been perfect for that. He's called people fatties and stuff before.
Donald Trump would have done it, yeah.
That would have been fun.
Donald Trump would have made that same speech. You're right.
Look at all these fatties.
Who the fuck was that supposed to be?
That was my Trump. I have no gravel in my
You know why? Because you're vapid. Vapid. This guy is into self-owning.
I'm vapid. I'm going to get a shirt, and on the back of it, it's going to say, Gino says I'm vapid.
All right, let's watch Brendan Schaub. Let's watch Brendan Schaub learn for the first time in his life that Africa is not a country. Brendan is going to be absolutely floored
that Africa is not a country.
Yeah, which, by the way, in my opinion, is pretty...
Beta!
Ask me.
God, he really... Somebody kept him in like a paper bag his whole life, but like folded the top over.
If it's a metaphor, and by top you mean gave him brain damage.
Yeah.
Let's
Threw
watch
him at a wall.
Let's watch Brendan Schaub humiliate himself.
How long was it on?
2 seasons. Yeah, on NBC.
You enjoyed doing it?
Yeah, it was fun. Season 1 we went to Asia forever, and then season 2 we went to Europe, Africa, and
damn, you went to Africa?
Well, just for one location.
God damn it! What was I gonna say?
We were in Morocco.
Jesus Christ, dude.
People say Africa like it's a country. I do it too all the time.
Africa is a country. What?
I heard it rain.
He's like DSP in that he can't stop topping himself.
I know.
Like he says some dumb shit and you go, oh, well, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard him say. And then you wait until a week later and you're like, wait a minute. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard him say.
But Africa is a country.
People say Africa like it's a country. I do it too all the time.
Africa is a country. What? Africa is a country.
That's a big continent.
It's a continent, though, yeah.
So like Egyptians are...
That fucking Babe in the Woods look.
That face, he's just a little baby deer.
With that big hunk of chaw in his mouth.
Dude, he's got no idea.
Oh, that giant fucking hillbilly dip in his mouth and that blank stare on his face. That right there.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
I need that on a shirt, too. I just want that.
That is a man who has had his world rocked.
Kind of man is he?
Beta!
Look at that cauliflower ear, too. God, would I love to pop that thing with a shovel.
No! Don't you ever just want to, like, take the ear with, like, a needle, like a hot needle, and just watch
I
it
always
ooze?
say, why use a needle when a splitting maul will work? It's one of my favorite sayings. That face, that is the face of a 40-year-old man who just realized Africa is indeed not a country.
Oh.
A grown-ass man who just learned Africa, no country.
Sorry, bud.
No country for dumb men.
Egyptians are technically African.
Emotional damage.
Moroccans
Yeah,
are.
for
Everybody's claiming Africa, but it's a whole
Africa could be
but-
so
but-
many different places.
Yeah, but it's like I'm
like-
American, but
I
I'm
know,
from
no,
fucking
I-
Denver.
He doesn't stop. I wish he would. No, I don't wish, but he doesn't stop when he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I want him to keep going.
Of course.
I'm never offended by Brendan Schaub.
Keep digging.
I am always delighted by Brendan Schaub. Here's another guy that I would have on the show in a heartbeat, and he'd be like, well, you've trashed me. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Haven't you ever watched your clips? They're funny. I'm just pointing out how funny your clips are.
Very funny. Very complimentary.
Oh, my God. Brendan, this is the funniest you've ever been.
I want to zorb you all day long.
I just want to zorb all of this. Brendan. I want to zorb it until I can't zorb no more. I want to be porous and full like a sponge because I've zorbed all of your humor about Africa.
He's an American in Denver.
See, this is what pisses me off about Brendan Schaub. He wants to be known as a great podcaster and a great comic, but he's proven that that's not going to happen. So why doesn't he just embrace the funny that he is?
Because the sensitivity, Aaron, they can't drop it.
Again, all you guys and your fucking sensitivity, whether it's Opie or Denny or Gino or Red Bar or Schaub or all these guys or DSP, they get so ass hurt over a guy with one of these talking some shit. That's what all of us do with this thing. You can't take it personal. You can't, like, Gino shit on us apparently on his show for a half hour. What did we do? We just made fun of him and had a bunch of laughs, and it made our show. It was great. We got to shit on Gino Bisconte, who, granted, nobody knows.
Yeah, Gino who?
And the most they've seen of him is Pat Dixon punching him in the head that we played on our show. But these guys get so pissy and defensive. You know who I got to give a lot of credit to?
Who?
Anthony Cumia. He doesn't care if people shit on him.
I don't think he's too callous to care what anyone thinks.
He doesn't care. Anthony is the only one out of all of those shock jocks that actually understood what it's about.
Stern certainly doesn't.
Well,
Stern's lost it.
That's a different level.
Africa, but it's a whole
Africa could be
but-
so many different places.
Yeah, but it's like I'm American, but I'm from fucking Denver.
I know.
You stupid fucking cunt. Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt?
I believe Glengarry Glen Ross, Al Pacino. That's another Pacino movie you could watch.
Okay.
Glengarry Glen Ross, Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin, Kevin Spacey.
So people died. Alec was there.
Yeah, somebody was shot right in the mouth.
Great.
Wow. I wasn't going to clip that, but that could be a fun short little clip.
That's a funny, short and sweet one.
But,
Yeah, but like I'm an American, but I'm from Denver.
the heartbreaking look on his face when he finally, at 40 years old, realizes that Africa is not a country. I can't get over it. It's just...
You just want to like pat him on the shoulder. Like, oh, buddy, it's going to be okay.
I just watched a grown man find out Santa isn't real.
Right?
Or that the Easter Bunny's your parents. I just watched that happen to a guy live in front of me. And then he goes... And then he doubles down and he doesn't want to lose the magic of Africa being a country. He's like... Well, yeah, I'm an American, but I live in Denver. Okay, Brendan, both of those things are true, but it also has nothing to do with what the fuck they were talking about.
He was planning a vacation to the country of Africa.
I guess so. He's sitting there going, he's making this Denver comparison, which has nothing to do with what's going on with Africa. Jesus
His face,
Christ.
though, is priceless. I want to see that just on loop all day, just that face.
I may criticize him for the clips we see, but I genuinely do appreciate what he brings to the culture.
He makes me happier somehow.
Brendan, you are a funny guy, just not in the way you want to be. So what? Do you know how many people live their entire life and they never find anything that makes them funny or interesting or anything? And you found that. You don't want to own it because you think it embarrasses you. But Brendan, it's the only way people laugh.
I don't know if he knows that part of him, though. Like, I don't think he understands that that's why he's funny.
Embrace it.
So he can't embrace it.
Embrace
He doesn't know
it.
how.
Now, he's vapid.
I think it's more insulting that he didn't say it right.
True.
I don't think I'm vapid, so I can't. But I might be
But
vapid.
you may be
I might be
vapid.
vapid.
Wouldn't it be funny if you found him at Sullivan's and you punched him in the jaw and you just knocked his entire mouth
And
off
I
since
totally
it's hanging
would.
by a thread?
Would an evening in lockup be worth it? Probably.
Oh, boy.
Would you bail me out?
Oh, yeah, for punching Gino? I mean, I can't encourage
How
violence.
dare you call me vaping?
I can't encourage violence in any way, shape, or form, but of course
we never
I bail
do.
you out. Nate says, hey, Aaron, you are way off about Cumia. Oh, he says Cumia is the most sensitive. Many stories of him crying about Reddit. Okay,
Really?
if I may defend Cumia for a second, the Reddit stuff was way the fuck out there. I mean, they were making fun of his dead mom.
Whoa.
They were signing his dead mom's like online guest book for her funeral. I mean,
Okay, you'd think that was funny, would you not?
if it's not happening to me, sure. But I can see where he might get a little miffed by it, as it were.
Yeah, I guess you're close to your mom.
I get it, though, Nate. Yeah, maybe that whole compound group is really sensitive. You know what it is? Again, it's all old men, and old men don't get that the internet is a bit, and then they do this thing where they go, hey, would you say it to my face? Well, yeah. I mean, other people are punching you in the face and owning you and doing shit to you. So, of course, I'd say it to your face, but I don't think I want to because you and I would be in a private conversation that has nothing to do with my show. When I'm on my show and entertaining people, it's fun to tease you. It's fun to make fun of you.
You're onto something there. I think because they're older, they still think they're kings of everything.
Yeah.
But they stepped into a younger person's arena.
Yeah, it's sad.
And they're not figuring it out.
No. Bob says, just wait until he finds out how many countries and territories are in North America. Oh, you guys, let's not make
Enough for one
Brendan's
day.
let's not make Brendan's head explode. Let's let him rest a little.
How many DMs did he get of like maps of the world now today? Or specifically of Africa?
Hopefully people are tweeting him at him.
How many?
Dirty Major Woody says he should have told him to look up the president of Africa. Don't confuse the poor guy.
Who's the president of Africa?
Jay says his dad was a door-to-door computer parts salesman in the 80s. Yeah, that's very true. Cumia didn't visit his mom for 5 years. Well, she had Alzheimer's. What are you supposed to do?
Dude, that's hard. One of my grandmas, it was hard to watch her die too. You don't go visit as much as you
Dirty
should.
Major Woody says Cumia is close to his mom.
Beta!
Never be close to your mom.
Nate says we are all sensitive. Who wants to be made fun of? It's hurtful. Yeah, but if it's on a show, I don't really give a fuck. Like, it's just a chance for me to talk shit right back to you. I consider it fun. I consider it all a good time. So
Right, I guess like if you're off like a platform, I guess, and just living your life and somebody unnecessarily comes along.
Dude, if I live in a world where I can let a Josh Denny or a Gino Bisconte affect me with the words they say,
Right, that's
I
bad.
should just hang myself
Why
because
don't you
it's
laugh
over.
harder?
Like, look at Gino and Josh Denny. Like, they take offense to me shitting on them. I change the trajectory of their day. I affect these people. I bother them. I get under their skin. I have a knack for that. Meanwhile, they throw something back at me and I go, there you go, boys. That's how we do this game. Come on. You got it. Come on.
They lose sleep over it. You are the biggest splinter under their nails.
Guys, go back to listening to Red Bar talk about you because
Right?
I'm a walk in the park compared
That
to
is
that
so
guy.
funny. I've always compared it like that. Josh Denny shouldn't even be like in sniffing distance of us.
Right.
Because if he heard that stuff,
Should be worrying
It's-
about
that's every show.
old Mikey D.
Like Michael straight up say that you're his least favorite person in the entire world, Josh.
And he hates everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
He doesn't like anyone. 190 away from our goal tonight. Thank you very much, guys. Let's knock that down. We got about 50 minutes left in the show. I think we can make it. If you guys get on another little roll here, another little run. 19 people with $10. We've, as we say in Rounders, we've gone on rushes like that before. So if you feel like getting generous, let's do it. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats, memberships, those count as well. Or you know what? We could just do 40 new members tonight.
Be cool.
Simple enough.
Then you get to hang out on Sundays with us.
Oh, yeah, we do a special Sunday evening show for members only, which we're pushing 300.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Got to start at like 40.
Yeah, very cool. And we don't even have the
Wow.
gifted membership thing.
Not yet.
Which is awesome.
Seems
So-
close though.
Seems very close. So thank you guys very much. There's the PayPal link in the chat. If you feel like chipping in and contributing, please do. We do appreciate it. This show does run on donations. And when we hit that goal, that means we broke even. And we thank you by giving you a half hour of overtime. So there's your links in the chat. Go to work. Nate says, I'll start donating when the backdrop gets updated. We did start working on that. And by the way, I looked at the TVs we needed, and I found a couple. So
you found a couple?
We'll sign off on that and we'll get it done, and we'll at least get the camera levels right.
Well, like I said, just slap a pad under each of those legs. You're fine.
Or that, I suppose. Jay with $5 says, good show. Thanks. Well, thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
For the $5. You're getting everybody started. There we go. Let's hit a little roll from there. 185 away from the goal. Jay's got us with $5. Everybody else chip in, whether it's on PayPal or via Super Chat, and we'll knock this goal out. So, back into the news here. The news has not been good for the economy.
For a while now.
Gas still really high. Groceries still really high. Everything you go buy really, really high. You know, it's now to the point where if you buy directly from the meat market, it's actually cheaper now than buying from the grocery store.
Used to be a treat, right?
Yeah, it used to never be that way.
Wow.
Well, we're statistically in a recession.
Mm-hmm.
The definition of recession is 2 straight quarters of negative growth. The Federal Reserve came out earlier this month, said quarter 1, quarter 2, the economy shrank both quarters. So therefore, that's a recession. I think anyone living their life right now feels like they're in a recession.
Absolutely.
So there's that.
It's tough.
Well, the White House has responded.
Finally, huh?
And they responded in true, like it's back to the COVID days. They responded to the question of, are we in a recession, by changing the definition of recession. These people can't stop. They can't help themselves.
I'm going to make this fit the way I feel right now.
It's remarkable. The bracing for impact, even if Thursday's GDP report shows a second consecutive quarter of negative growth, you won't hear the Biden administration using the R word. Well, why would they say retard? The Council of Economic Advisors is redefining what a recession is. I mean, you know what hurts about this? As funny as this is, you know what hurts about it?
Everything, the dishonesty.
They're treating us like we're the dumbest motherfuckers who ever lived.
We're 5-year-olds.
Like, we're not going to see what they're doing and go, hey, dude, no, you're not tricking us.
We're all Brendan Schaubs.
Yeah, we're all Africa's not a country? Yeah, we'll clip out that short Schaub segment. Okay. So we got Gino, Schaub.
Every time you say you don't want to do another one.
I know.
You weren't going to clip the Gino one either.
I'm like Silvio, quoting The Godfather Part 3. They pulled me back in. So, whitehouse.gov on their official website changed the definition of recession. Says, what is a recession? While some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of falling real GDP constitutes a recession, that is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's just the Federal Reserve, the people who are in control of the money supply in our economy. That's the only people who define it that way, are the economic experts in the country.
It really is. Things don't go their way, so they'll change a definition to make it so.
This isn't the first time they've been caught doing this. We have the gain of function thing, and there was one other. What a mass shooting is, what qualifies as a mass shooting. They changed the definition of that so they could have more. That's right. They changed the definition of what a vaccine is.
Because now vaccines don't prevent you from getting a disease. They just
they're
help
a
you not
treatment
die
for it.
potentially.
Fucking brutal. I mean, every time that something really shitty happens, they go, okay, we can either find a solution to this problem or we can define it away.
No, it's like they're taking a little piece of shit, like a little dump in your hand and sprinkling it with sugar so it doesn't taste so bad.
See, this isn't shit. It's sugar shit.
It's sugar-coated shit.
Thank you very much to Jonathan and Nate. You're a lying sack of shit.
Uh-oh.
You should have stuck to your guns, Nate.
What happened?
He chipped in $10.
Ooh.
He says, enjoy. Another person says, enjoy. By the way, call me Peter. All right. Thank you, Peter. You fucking pumpkin eater. 170 away from our goal tonight. Thank you very much for that. 170 away from the goal, and we are on our way. Thank you guys very much. A lot of busyness in the donations the last 5 minutes. Keep that going. We'll knock out this, we'll knock out this goal. And
we'll do some overtime.
We'll do some overtime for you. How's that sound? Nate says, I never donate. I like you guys. Fucking Nate, man.
I'm glad. I've always kind of loved how Nate comes in all testy and such, and then he warms up.
Nate doesn't even come in testy anymore.
Not anymore.
That's you're my, were you crying when your hands blew off? No, see? Oh, so now we in rewrites? Action Jackson can't cry. That's what this is.
That made me tired.
Sorry. Apologize for that. Strippers Got Me Banned says, when do the reverse VIPs kick in, or is that something else I need to buy? Stop telling people that we do reverse VIPs. That is not funny. Nate says, Aaron blew my bit. I have to be normal now.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm good at discovering bits.
He did get into the Toe Boys, though, and he hates everyone in there.
He does hate the Toe Boys, and I get it. It's a lot of memeing and shit posting.
He called them all out-of-touch boomers.
It's kind of funny. So this is what the White House said about recession.
Okay.
Based on these data, it is unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, even if followed by another GDP decline in the second quarter, indicates a recession. Okay, fuckfaces, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's still the economy shrinking for 6 months in a row. I love how they're like, hey, the economy shrinking in quarter one and quarter two, that's not technically a recession. Yeah, but it's also still the economy contracting for half a year.
That's kind of what I was going to say. Like, if I've got tumor cells rattling around in my brain saying I have cell disease instead of cancer doesn't make it any different.
It doesn't take the tumor away.
No,
yeah, that's
it's
a
still
great
there.
point.
Like, it doesn't really matter what you call it. The problem is still existing.
Oh, man. Thank you very much, Dirty Major Woody with the $9.99. He says this donation is for Nate. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
165 away from our goal tonight because Nate.
Everyone donate for Nate.
Everyone's donating for Nate. Jay says Nate has outstanding student loans.
What a weird comment.
So, it's just unnecessarily shitty. Thank you, Jay.
That probably hurts, though, if he does.
Kay Fallon says, Aaron Hood went on a fight a methed out beaver or a drunk raccoon. Oh, he says, who would win in a... Jesus Christ, that just about derailed the entire show. That was so bad. Who would win in a fight, a methed out beaver or a drunk raccoon?
Beavers?
Methed out beaver, for sure.
I was going to say beavers. They're assholes.
Yeah.
You get close to one of their things, they slap their tail around.
Not only that, I mean, if Bill Burr and John Mayer are driving a delivery truck and that delivery truck swerves to avoid a deer because Bill Burr was texting on his phone, that then spills nuclear goo onto a beaver dam, and then they turn into zombievers, and they just eat up a bunch of whores.
And then a lot of hot chicks with tits show up.
They were pretty hot. They couldn't act.
They all were like that hot chick, though, that's missing something. Like, I think the main brunette chick, there's something weird about that face. Right?
No, you know what it was?
They're all kind of butterface.
She looked like she fucks them all.
Really?
Yeah,
God, I didn't
she looks
get that
like
vibe.
she fucks them all.
You and I are reading that differently.
So yes, zombievers are a thing. Now, Nate's saying, not true. My mom paid for my education. We'll see.
Even better.
The guy's being honest.
What kind of man would that be?
Your mom paid for your college?
Beta!
Sorry. Oh. We got...
the hell is this shit?
Hey, Gino Bisconte, read this. Looks like Steel Toe Morning Show. Looks like Aaron gets 2 days of coverage. You're welcome. Oh, okay. Cool.
Who said you get 2 days of coverage?
Gino did. If you're going to be that, if you're going to suck that bad, I mean...
Fun.
Go for it. Sounds like
Why
fun.
don't you two just get on the phones and, have it out on the show?
I mean, again, with Gino Bisconte, tree falls in forest.
No, I get that part, but he might as well say it to your face.
They put a link to the Iowa thing, and he's going to talk about that. It's like, oh, the thing from 2 years ago that brought us here? Somebody on Twitter sent it to him.
What a weird thing.
I know.
That is the weirdest thing in the world.
He really got a wild hair up his ass about us, though, boy. That's
look at
fun.
this very funny and maybe accurate stuff Aaron said about a woman in Iowa.
I know. What, are you going to play all my highlights? You going to play all my hits?
Right, that's
Gino?
your highlight reel.
Yeah.
That's your fucking monster 6 minutes of fame.
I got to respond to Gino on that one.
That was pretty funny.
I do. Hold on. Yes, please. Absolutely. I mean, we just we just smacked the shit out of you on a show far bigger and funnier. But please tell your 100 listeners about something we joke about on a regular basis.
We hit harder than your coworkers.
Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, we should sneak a Pat Dixon reference in
I was going to say, we just smacked the shit out of you harder than...
we smacked the shit out of you.
Dixon.
Harder than Pat Dixon did.
Yeah.
Joke about on a regular basis. Boy, we really got to you. Hashtag Glass Gino. There we go.
Hashtag vapid.
Oh, Gino Bisconte. Boy, we really did get to that guy.
They're always so bothered. I don't understand anymore.
They always their little assies get hurt so bad. Sounds like Gino wants to have sex with you, Aaron. Better watch out. Hey, Zen Rhino and everyone else on Twitter, should we send you, let's see. Where's the thing here? Let me find there you go. If you guys want to send your opinion to him, there's the Twitter link right there.
Gino wants to be pegged by April.
I mean, I really
want
to get up for this feud. I do, but again, nobody watches that show and nobody knows who Gino is. So that's kind of the bummer part about this whole deal. He sucks so fucking bad. Oh, well.
You're right, though. He really is just suckling Anthony's teat. If he disappears, so does he.
Mr. Nobody with $9.99 says Nate's mom paid for this.
Nice.
Oh, that's very...
Beta!
There you go.
What a bitch.
And we are 155 away from our goal tonight. 155 away from the goal. So we're right there within striking distance with more than a half hour left. If you feel like chipping in, please do, because we are right there adjacent to overtime. Thanks, everybody. I wanted to talk about this fella because he's either in a serious amount of pain and somebody should do something to help the poor guy.
Okay.
Or he's an absolute fucking lunatic desperate for attention that he's using his own asshole. A UK father who claims he cannot stop farting after eating a ham roll in 2017 has launched a legal bid for $350,000. Now,
was that you?
Forgive me for questioning this guy. Forgive me for thinking that maybe he might not be telling the whole truth. But my limited knowledge of how the gastrointestinal system works.
Yeah.
You eat that item, stays with you for about 6 to 10 hours.
Okay.
And then it's out of your system.
You pass it and it's over with,
You
right?
pass it and it's over with.
Okay.
I don't think you can eat a thing and make you fart for 5 years. I just don't think it's medically possible. That's all.
It changed his entire digestive makeup.
I mean, perhaps it's years and years and years of abusing your body with shitty food. I'd like to see if this guy's diet has changed.
Yeah, right.
Probably
you know what?
not.
Maybe, like you just said, you're onto something again. The ham roll was the last straw.
Yeah.
Suddenly his gut just couldn't take it anymore, and now he just can't stop.
And I love how he chose to eat it, but somebody else has to pay for the fact that he can't stop shitting. Tyrone Pratis, 46 years old, says the snack sparked life-changing flatulence, which wakes him at night and embarrasses him in public. The flooring company boss had, so that means he's bending over, installing, trying to get it close to the trim and just ripping ass all over these strangers'
he
living room.
Bends over.
Oh,
bends over to make a cut.
He sits on their couches when they take a break, and he's just farting into the couches. All because of a ham roll in 2017. The flooring company boss had severe tummy aches within hours of eating at a Christmas market, then was bedbound for 5 weeks, his lawyers have told the High Court.
Jesus.
He and others who ate at the same stall were said to have been infected with salmonella. Okay, that can happen.
Right, but that also passes.
Nobody has ever farted for 5 years from salmonella.
Aaron almost farted for 5 hours after I fed him spaghetti squash.
It's the worst I've ever been. That's my record.
I can't say 5 years, though.
Mr. Pratis' ordeal began when he visited the market in Birmingham with his wife and children in December 2017. Let's see if we've got... baby Gino doesn't want to play ball with me? He doesn't want to respond?
He sure got on Twitter quick, though, tonight.
Shit. Mr. Pratis' ordeal began when he visited the market. Within hours of eating a ham roll, he had stomach cramps, fever, vomiting, and diarrhea, the court heard. His lawyer, Robert Parkin, said he was sick for months and was still flatulent 5 years on with churning noises in his gut. Okay, but what was his diet since then? Now, if he's been eating healthy, gas-free foods for the last 5 years and has lost a bunch of weight and he's feeling awesome, but for some reason he's got gurgle guts and is shit in his pants still, then you know what? You'd have a case. But if he's still eating guy who does flooring food, which is a lot of gas station food,
Yep.
you're just going to be farting nonstop until the day you retire.
Sounds like he hasn't quit the ham rolls.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe he should switch to iceberg lettuce.
He went on to say the claimant continues to suffer from excessive flatulence, which causes him a great deal of embarrassment.
You're never embarrassed.
Well, it's just around you, though. I will say on the golf course yesterday, there were a couple times where I did it, but I was away.
I don't know. Like, I guess if you've never done it in front of anyone, Aaron almost died the first time in front of me at a sandbar. After that, it's all bets are off.
Yeah, after that, you get the first one out of the way, and
I feel like after 5 years, you've got to be used to this by now.
Yeah. The symptoms are primarily fatigue and altered bowel function associated with churning within his abdomen and flatulence. The claimant's stomach continues to make frequent churning noises to the extent his sleep can become disrupted. Mr. Parkin claimed the ham hock had been contaminated with salmonella bacteria and other customers fell ill too. Well, then let's settle this. Are any of them farting half a decade later? Or are you the only one?
Why have we not sought actual medical treatment for it? Like, going to the doctor and complaining is one thing, but if you're not getting it fixed, I mean, it sounds like you've got bigger problems.
If the doctor's trying to tell you that, you've got, oh boy, uh-oh. Now our listeners are writing to old Gino. Zen Rhino says, I had to look him up on Google, and even they weren't sure who he was. It says, stop, he's already dead. Nobody knows who Gino is. He is Anthony's charity case who lives in rent control.
That's bananas.
I have enjoyed decimating Red Bar's leftovers.
You got the sloppy seconds.
Poor Gino. The funniest half of his show left his drunk ass, and his own co-workers KO him because he sucks at his job. Now he is leeching on me for viewers. Fail.
Just say leeching on me.
Now he's leeching on me.
There you go.
There you go.
Damn Twitter, you got to make it fit.
There you go. I'll give him a winky face.
Oh, ew.
There you go.
I haven't seen Aaron pull out a winky face in a long time.
Gino gets a winky face. Gino will always get a winky face from me. Oh, this is just too much fun. I hope he does it again.
Do the kissy face next.
I will do a kissy face. Nate says, I've seen Gino's apartment. He balances his laptop on an exposed pipe. I'm not kidding.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'd say balance it on something a little flatter since you don't
that's
have money for a new one.
That's almost too sad to respond to.
I know.
Jesus Christ, Gino. Fuck's sake, man.
I bet he's a mouth breather.
I love how he's like, we're gonna talk about this guy and these news articles he was in. Hey, Gino, at least I've made the news for my exploits in broadcasting. Sorry, pal.
I was going to say, what better turn of events for
Yeah.
you than getting in the news for that?
Worked out pretty well. Gino, I could
What
pay
better
you.
turn of events?
I could pay your rent if you asked nice. I could.
Careful.
Old flat broke.
You don't want to be associated with rent control rent.
Hey, Red Bar, you got a flat broker over there.
Dude, I hope somebody sends this to Red Bar and he sees how desperate Gino's being. I hope so.
Oh, Nate, when I clip this out on YouTube, send it to Red Bar as my peace offering. $155 away from the goal tonight. $25 or 25 minutes left in said show. Let's knock that goal out and do an extra 30 minutes of show for you tonight. Thank you guys very much for your generosity. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats and memberships count as well. So we're done with the farting guy.
Did he ever get relief? Or is he just a big old bag of wins?
In what way are you asking if he got relief?
Did he get gastric relief?
I mean, Beano, did he get
Maalox?
Did he get money?
What's wrong with the anti-gas we got?
I'm not really sure. But
yeah, the $350K.
The $350K, like maybe in the UK he won't get anything, but I think in America he'd get a settlement. Like if this happened at a Super America or something, or I guess
shut it
Speedway
down.
now. If this happened at like a Speedway, they just pay him to shut up. They give him $100,000 and tell him to get fucked.
I picture a bad ham roll as coming from a Pilot gas station at a truck stop.
Fair enough. I've had
some Pilot chili before.
Oh, have you? You've bought chili from a truck stop? What the fuck is the matter with you?
5 years ago, yeah.
You remember it to the day, I bet.
I do.
Oh, my
I didn't feel very good after.
God, no. If I would have known when we first started dating
No.
that you had ate Pilot chili.
You can still be okay with it because I learned my lesson.
You didn't let me finish. I would have caved in your asshole on our first date.
Oh, well, the Pilot chili already did that.
Atta girl.
Blew it out.
There was a guy at a Petsmart who I guess was in there harassing employees over a pride flag that they had up at the Petsmart.
Because all of our pets need to know that it's okay to be gay.
Well, two things. One, I can't think of a thing that has less to do with a Petsmart than a pride flag, but also I can't think of a bigger waste of your time than going into a Petsmart and bitching about a pride flag.
No, I'll agree to that one. However, I don't know if you've been in the local PetSmart with me recently. They've got an entire end cap of pride toys and jackets and bandanas for our pets.
And can I tell you something?
You don't care, right?
Don't give a flying
fuck.
fuck.
I couldn't either. If anything, like even our kids had picked out a few toys for our stupid little Chewini upstairs, and they're gay. There's rainbow donuts and puppuccinos.
It's all gay.
They're all gay.
It's
and he
dogs.
loves them. He humps them.
Yeah, he humps them. He
sucks
fucks
on them.
Yeah, he does all kinds of weird gay
Licks
shit.
them.
For sure.
Rips holes in them and then fucks it again.
So he's violent. He's
an angry humper.
He is. He's terrible.
He'll sprint across the house.
He chews holes into toys and then fucks the hole that he made.
He chewed a hole in Lufa Dog's face and then humped it.
And then fucked his face.
He's a face fucker.
That dog will chew a hole in your face.
That Chewini fucks.
He will chew a hole in your face and then fuck the hole. That is not an exaggeration. All right, let's watch this guy. His name is apparently Ethan Schmidt. And he was very bent out of shape about the pride flag at the PetSmart.
Hey, I'm just curious, what is that flag right there? That flag? What is that?
Flag? I think it's a pride flag.
Can you take it down, please, right now?
For what purpose?
Because it offends me greatly.
Yeah, when I'm shopping for kibble and dog bones, I don't want to see a pride flag. Who gives a fuck?
That look on her face right there is like, dude, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care. That's not my cash register. I don't know why it's there.
And not only that, like he doesn't care. He doesn't care that it's up.
No, he's doing it for the video.
He's just doing it for the video.
Can I get a manager up to the front, please?
Right, there you go. That's, like you said, that's her saying, like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. This is a manager thing.
I just started here yesterday.
Yeah, that stuff is satanic. We can't have that, especially at PetSmart.
She's so red.
I know, she is beat red.
She's already a redhead, and she is just beat fucking red in the face. Poor girl.
Okay.
Yeah, you rub those tits.
Yeah, rub those titties, buddy.
Excuse me, what is that flag?
I'm the manager at Petsmart, and now I have to deal with this shit.
Even he doesn't get paid enough for this.
No.
Right there.
It's a pride flag.
Can you take that down, please?
No, Petsmart supports belonging, which includes for LGBT.
Do you support pedophilia and child sexualization? Because that's what that stands for, man.
Apparently.
Only with animals.
Sir, how dare you say such a horrifically homophobic thing? It does not stand for that. It stands for monkeypox, okay? You're a bigot.
And we're cool with monkeys here.
Yeah.
They're sexualizing kids with that flag, man.
Well,
so I feel I'm very offended, and I would like it to be taken down.
No, you're not. You're not offended. You're not upset. And again, with guys like this, even making this video ironically, I thought that being offended was gay.
Right. And
being offended was for pussies.
I don't think child groomers are doing it with the flag. I don't think the flag did anything wrong.
No, I don't believe the flag is, like I said, it's not important enough to even think about, if we're being honest about
I can't say that I would even notice it.
No.
If I had been there.
I got my head down. I'm in there to get whatever the fuck I'm getting I'm getting some dog food and I'm getting out. That's it.
I'm waiting to see what the damage is and then how much I'm going to donate to the local shelter.
Right.
Well, we're going to ask you
Respect
to
your
leave.
customers. Respect your customers and please take it down for me.
I'm getting stuff for a Chiweenie. I can't bitch about gayness.
This dude's like, dude, I just wiped up a puddle of pee in the back aisle. Can you just give me a break?
Well, we aren't going to. We are supportive of LGBTQ plus people here, so we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Do you know what the real? That's the rainbow of Satan. The real rainbow is from God. The real rainbow is from God, man. That's the.
Now we're arguing about who owns the rainbow. I always thought it was a weird midget Irishman that owned the rainbow, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
and,
what are
and
they
by the
fucking
way,
called? What is
that
that?
midget Irishman also seems kind of gay. If I'm
tiny bit.
Yeah.
Rainbow of Satan, so it's very offensive to me.
Very good. Thank you for coming by and sharing that with us. But we'll,
yeah,
you
I like
don't
him.
support it, do you?
I don't hate this manager. He's doing a pretty good job.
I like the manager, but also like if you're this guy and the whole rainbow, like where they come from and shit is so important, you just rebrand the flag in your mind. Start telling people, oh, that's a God-given rainbow.
You know what really makes this guy look like an asshole is he started this to like pick a fight and get something going, and now no one's giving him that fight. So this video is just a giant, embarrassing waste of time.
Right.
Because everyone's going, no, I get it, sir, but look, we're for this, and it's fine. If you want to leave, you can leave.
Dude,
like, well, Satan doesn't own the rainbow. Now he's having intellectual property disputes with God and Satan.
Who's got the trademark?
Yeah.
I do support it. Yes.
You support sexualization of the children?
The LGBTQ.
Do you know what they're doing to the kids, right? They're
We're asking you to leave.
They're trying to-
Please leave.
Call security, right?
There's no security at Petsmart.
If this guy's really causing a problem,
What is
just
that,
have him kicked out.
A big black dude who used to play in the NFL going, all right, if anybody gets a little too handsy with the gerbils, I'm here to escort him out. There ain't no fucking security there.
I meant just have somebody come escort him out.
Oh.
No, I think it'd be more funny if it was a big gay man.
That would be fun. Just a big bear.
They've got a big bear at the door.
Probably pays better than Gino's gig at Compound.
Sorry.
See, these are just cheap
I'm
shots
vapid.
Now these are just cheap shots. Gino, I can't help it that you're untalented, poor, and stupid.
Believe and you aren't.
They're sexualizing kids with that propaganda. It's disgusting. Our country is going downhill because of it.
Jamie, could I get you to the front, please?
We're asking you to leave.
Wow.
Who's David?
Petco sexualizes kids. They support the sexualized.
It's PetSmart. Petco's not sexualizing kids.
Who is this guy?
Petco's too big. I think it's Owen Benjamin's son. I think is who it is. I think that's Owen Benjamin's kid.
Of kids. Wow. Yeah, this you guys are promoting the pride flag, which is satanic.
Okay, you gotta go, bud. Come on. We don't need
This guy's like, I'm not putting up with these. Like, these people are younger. They don't know any better. I'm not fucking falling for this
I like
horseshit.
that. I like that these young people know to grab the oldest, bitchiest guy in the entire store because he won't put up with shit.
It'd be funny if this guy went, yeah, do I think, the Tutti Fruities make me sick too? Absolutely, but you're fucking obnoxious. Get the fuck out of here.
need it here, and you don't need to film me either. It's cool, but we don't need it. I mean, you want to stand outside, that's cool, but we don't need it. And yeah, we're gonna have the pride flag up. We have it all over our store.
Okay. So you guys support the sexualization of kids?
Just not gonna get into
you guys support sexualizing kids?
You can go. You can go. I can call
Shame
the
on
police.
you. Shame on you. Shame on you guys. Seriously.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate
Shame on
it.
That's cool. All right, bye. Fuck off. All right, cool. Got it. Yep. Okay. Yep. We're assholes. Yep. We suck a bunch of dicks. Nothing but dicks. Sucking them over here.
I just can't imagine caring that much.
No. Well, and if he's trolling, it kind of failed because he didn't get anybody. You got to get someone worked up if you're going to troll him. So it didn't work for the guy, and he just kind of looked like an ass. All right, guys, 15 minutes left in today's show. 155 away from that goal. PayPal link in the chat. Memberships, super chats, all of it counts. If we hit that goal, we do an extra half hour for you. 15 minutes left. $150 away from that goal. Let's see if you guys can knock it out. If you feel like chipping in, please do. Whatever we don't make, we'll roll over into tomorrow night. Now, remember, we only have 2 evening shows with goals this week. The third evening show is a prize show. There's no goals on the prize show. We just go nuts. We give away a bunch of shit. We do a bunch of drawings. It's a lot of fun. Great way to end the month of evening shows. Also a great way to reward the members and reward the VIPs. Of course, $250 in 1 week gets you all 3 of the T-shirts, the hoodies, the 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. You get entered in a monthly $100 drawing. You get 2 tickets to every show we do. And every time a new piece of merch comes out, it goes right to your door. That is the VIP package. But right now, 155 away from the goal. If you feel like chipping in and getting us there before 9 o'clock in the next 15 minutes here, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
So we'll keep our eye open for that. Hopefully we hit it, and we can do 30 extra minutes for you tonight. A half-naked Florida man tossed a Bible at a sheriff's deputy while screaming, "I condemn you," before shitting himself after he was arrested. They just do things differently down there.
It's always Florida. I swear to God, the sun fries your brain cells or something.
The humidity gets in there and fogs up all of your
Creates
sensory.
a bunch of mold and mildew.
All kinds. Yeah, maybe that's what's it.
Clogs it.
Maybe with Floridians, they're just all inundated with black mold.
They're rotting from the inside out.
They're all just rotting from the inside out.
Oh, my God.
That's all it is. What do we have here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, a new Cassidy Campbell video. Thank you for sending me that, guys. That'll be nice to take a look at. I like Cassidy Campbell and the work he does. Robert Otis Hoskins, 39, of Ocala, Florida, was arrested last week after police were called to his home following reports Hoskins had broken into his neighbor's home to steal clothes. Marion County Sheriff's deputies found the half-naked suspected burglar outside his home last week. When confronted, Hoskins allegedly screamed, "I condemn you," at a sheriff's deputy and threw a Bible at him. The Bible landed squarely in the deputy's face and jaw, the arrest affidavit reads. Another responding deputy was able to capture the scene unfolding through body cam footage. How has that not been released yet?
Yeah, how aren't you going to give us a video?
How are you not showing the video of this guy shitting and throwing a Bible at you?
Is there anything more awkward as a cop, though? Like, what do you do with a guy that shits himself? You can't put him in your car.
I mean, I don't know.
Strap him to the hood?
Yeah, you treat him like a Christmas tree. You strap him to the hood of the car and drive around.
You just bind him up there?
You just twine him up. The arrest report also includes Hoskins' wife saying he, quote, does have a drug problem.
I think religious nuts are somehow the most, like, unnerving and funny.
It's a little. It's got
I condemn you.
Of a drug problem.
I just need some clothes, man.
Understatement of the year. He has a little bit of a drug problem.
What constitutes a little bit?
Shitting yourself in front of the cops and throwing Bibles at them.
It's got to be meth, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
for
meth.
sure.
You're too skinny. You fell out of all your clothes.
Absolutely. Let's go into the chat here. We are 155 away from the goal tonight. We've got 10 minutes left in the show, so if you guys feel like contributing, please do. We can knock out that goal, do an extra half hour, or at the very least, we can get this thing under 100 so tomorrow's goal is not crazy unmanageable. Or someone can become a VIP, and then we can be $100 ahead for tomorrow night. Either way, we're running short on time. Let's knock out that goal so Steel Toe can break even and do our thing. Otherwise, we can do the hype train gimmick at 9 o'clock, see if we get close enough. They're calling them beta drugs.
Beta.
Of course. Mr. Womp Womp I Am says, Zen Rhino, are you a fan of Pod Awful? I like this crosstalk because I've never really had an opinion one way or the other on Jesse and Pod Awful. I always thought it was kind of just cut rate Red Bar. But I know that they've got their own thing, like between Pod Awful and Revenge of the Sis and that whole thing. And now I'm starting to get mixed up in all this shit. I got Opie, I got DSP, I've got Denny, I've got Gino. I think all the people who have now been offended and butthurt by Steel Toe, their fans still measure in the hundreds. I probably still haven't gotten to the thousands yet.
Right.
Because they are not very well-known people. But I really seem to have found my calling in striking a nerve with these fucking people.
Who's
it's
big
great.
on the radar that you should be striking nerves of? I don't know, because I know last night on the members only, which unfortunately I couldn't make it, you did a great job, but you said, what's next? Like, what's the next biggest dude you can contact?
I've seen enough of Gino to know that we got under his skin about something. I don't know. We got under his skin about something, and he's really pissy and upset, and he panics, and he yells, and he shouts, and he drinks, and he never says anything funny. But nobody listens. Like 100 people watch that show, and half of them are watching it to shit on him anyway. So I don't really feel any heat from that. It'll be fun for a day or two, but
burns out quick.
Right. There's if I put I'm gonna put that video up. I'm putting it up. I'm putting the thing with Gino up for. I'll put it up tonight. I just don't think it's gonna get many views.
Well, that and you'll get a lot of vapid cunts in there to watch it.
No, I believe he said vapid.
Oh, vapid cunts.
You see, he can't speak properly.
It's that bandana he wears all the time is squeezing his brains.
Jay Santos says, Pod Awful has the best set of all the podcasters in that genre. I will give you that. Jesse from Pod Awful does have a very nice set. It's a little...
I've never seen it.
It's a little I'm down in a bunkery. But I think that's what he's going for.
Seeing as they complain all the time about my set that I've created here.
Pod Awful's is pretty cool. I got to give and again, I don't like or dislike Pod Awful. I've never really watched it. But I do think his set's kind of cool.
I dig Red Bars any day over that one.
It doesn't matter what you dig more. I'm just showing you that one. You don't have to suck Red Bar's fucking dick every time.
I don't, but he has my I certainly
Jesse
don't.
from
I like
Pod
his set.
Awful. Wow, does he have any clips on YouTube at all?
So I love that this
very odd.
I've never.
Oh, there
seen
he is.
this
All
guy.
right, there's Jesse from Pod Awful. Yeah, there's his set. He just puts people on his screen and talks shit about him. It's not a bad set. I think it's pretty cool. He's goofy looking as
Very
fuck.
stonery.
Yeah, but hey, best of luck to him. That's what I say. Cool set, awesome. Don't really have a problem with Jesse from Pod Awful. Chops Talk says, Africa's not a country? Sorry, late in the chat. All right, there we go, guys. Chops chipping in $10 to get us to, we take 70% of that. That's $150 away from the goal. 8 minutes left in tonight's show, so let's rally up and hit that goal. We'll fire off the little harken back to the Twitch days and launch a hype train in about 5 minutes if we don't get to that goal. But if you guys feel like throwing in a couple of bucks and knocking out that 150, we'll add another 30 minutes to the show if we get there. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Click it, throw in a few bucks, super chats, memberships, the whole thing. Please support the show. Jay says his is much better than Red Bar's set. Scudmiss says, please don't get rid of the Steel Teal Toe Morning Shorning Show. I'm going to get that one day. And by the time I finally get how to say it, we're going to have a new set.
I don't like that it's never been a problem for 2 years until the last 2 weeks.
Now you're getting thousands of subscribers every month. People are discovering Steel Toe. All these failed comedians get all butthurt, and then all their fans come over here and watch us.
That's the thing. All the failed comedians, all they have is shitting on other people's sets. That's all they've got.
Yeah, you do notice when that guy told us what Gino said, none of it was about our quality of our show. It was, they take donations and the girl's a cunt. It's like, wow. Brilliant.
If he thinks I'm cunty, I must have said something that got to him.
Brilliant.
I don't know what I said.
You must have.
I don't remember what I said.
Gino gets his feelings hurt very easily. Again, it's
typically not very cunty.
It's one of those things where I want to talk about him and I want to shit on him because it's fun and easy. Nobody knows who he is. So it's kind of tough. All right, guys. 150 away from that goal. We can do one more quick story here.
All right.
And then we got to fire up that hype train to see if we can knock it out and get that overtime for you and break even as a program. Elderly Texas man mauled to death by a pack of dogs. Anybody want to guess? Anybody at all? Anybody want to guess what the pack of dogs was?
I'd say it's a little too...
What?
A little too on the nose. Pack of Cheweenies? Am I close?
It was actually a pack of golden retrievers.
God, I was way off.
Just kidding. It was a bunch of pit bulls. Garcia, suspect Samuel Cartwright, 47, was taken into custody over the gruesome death of 71-year-old Freddie Garcia, who was strolling down the street in Fresno when he was killed by Cartwright's dogs. Cartwright is facing a charge of attack by a dog resulting in death, which is a second-degree felony. Garcia was jumped by the 7 pit bull mixes July 18th as he walked to a neighborhood store.
You know that mixing a pit bull just gives it so it's already got the pit bull powers, but then you give it superpowers of whatever thing you mixed it with.
The pit bull powers.
They do though.
So you're making like a dog Megazord.
Like to me, a pit bull Labrador mix has all the aggressiveness of a pit bull with the energy of a lab mixed in.
Well, a Fresno family is mourning the shocking death of a 71-year-old man after investigators say he was mauled to death by 7 pit bulls. That horrifying attack happening when he walked.
When everyone knows you only need one.
Yeah, I feel like 7's overkill.
Yesterday afternoon.
Our ABC 13 cameras were there today.
And of course, the dog's trying to murder the stick.
And I'm sure somewhere out, someone's watched this and said, "Oh, this is animal abuse."
Yeah. Poor pitties. Oh, they're such sweet little animals.
Poor nanny dogs.
They was kangs.
Joins us live from that neighborhood with surveillance video and the emotional interview with his family, Rosie.
Melanie and Eric family members identified the victim as Freddie Garcia and say they will remember him as someone who brought a lot of joy to others.
Not to 7 pit bulls, I can tell you that much.
Pretty tasty last meal, though.
Yeah. Thank you very much to Matthew for the $25. So we are 125.
Thank you.
Away from our goal tonight. A few minutes left in the show, but only 125 away from the goal after Matthew threw in $25. Let's see if we can get it the rest of the way there, guys. You've got this. We'll run a hype train in a couple of minutes. We'll finish up this story, but let's see if we can hammer through and knock out that 125.
Neighbors say he often walks to the corner store and say they are hurting immensely to find out how he died.
He ran into 7 pit bulls. That's usually a death sentence. I mean, Jesus, what more do you need to know?
Pit bulls have always been a death sentence.
Yeah, pit bulls are always a death sentence.
AIDS, no longer a death sentence. Pit bulls, every time.
Oh, by the way, I have some monkeypox news. The first child contracted monkeypox.
No. You remember when you and I said that when the schools, when it starts happening to school kids, it's a problem?
It was the child of a same-sex household who was taken to Pride events. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I don't
know what I can say.
I don't want to guess. I don't want to wonder. I heard it on Revenge of the Sis today. And
did they venture any guesses, or did they not want to say it either?
They did make the joke that we're not making.
Right. Okay.
Kudos to them.
Right.
But
that's rough.
Nate says, does it frustrate you when the chat is off topic? No, because while I'm doing stories and stuff, I don't have the chat up. I go back to the chat once we've moved on, or once the topic is over and before we move to the next one, then I go to the chat. So
and
it doesn't really bother me that much.
I feel like if we get to the chat and it's off topic, we just don't use it.
Right. That's all it is. We edit on the fly, if you will. All right, guys, 125 away from our goal. Let's see if we can knock it out. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats and memberships count. Let's see how close we can get to knocking out that goal tonight. Shall we go to the hype train music and have a little fun with our begging? Why not have some fun with our begging? Here you go. right, start the clock. 3 minutes left on it. If we get close enough, you know us. We're not sticklers. We'll do the overtime on credit. Usually if we get inside $50,
Yep.
we'll do the 30 minutes overtime. And we trust that you guys are good for it during that 30 minutes. So there's the, Mikey Two Milk says, donate to the Shorning Show. Yes, the Shorning Show lives on donations.
I've had the longest day in recent history. I might go fix that tonight.
What do you mean?
I have got to do something about
Is it?
that.
Oh my God, you're having a bad day, so it's bothering you?
Yeah.
The Shorning Show?
The Shorning Show.
There is no Shorning Show anywhere, though, in fairness. Oh,
yes, there is.
Shorning
If you connect
Show.
it, it's the Shorning Show.
If you connect. So are you gonna prop up the one monitor?
I think we could.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, but then my problem is I don't think we can clip the words together close enough without doing a one shot. We might as well. Could we just leave that camera on you for solo shows and move this one to the inner TV as a one shot?
We'll see. Loaded Wrench says this is the beta train. Absolutely. There you go. All right, guys, we got a couple minutes left in this hype train. PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, it all counts. And we're 125 away from our goal. If you look there in the chat, there is the link to the PayPal. You can clip that. You can go right to it, and we can knock this thing out. Otherwise, the show will end as soon as the hype train ends. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to knock out this last $1.25. And I've got some stories for you. I've got some videos we can go through. I finally want to get to this Rube Waddell, the baseball's most interesting man. I got this sent to me. It's pretty good. It was pretty good, and I want to share it with everybody and have some fun with it.
If you don't donate, you have monkeypox.
Oh, wow. That is...
That's something you don't want to be caught with.
That is a cruel indictment. All right. 125 away from said goal. This is the can-rattling segment of tonight's show.
Yeah.
This is the part where people can go... See, I'm trying to give Gino some content here.
Sure.
So he can go, oh, you filthy beggars, you this and that, because from what I'm hearing, it didn't go very well today. So I'm trying to help you out a little bit. Was going to send this to the SS Yeetus Fetus, says Mr. Nobody, and he throws in $10. Thank you very much. 120 away from our goal tonight. Let's see if we can get the rest of the way there. Thank you, Mr. Nobody. PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, it all counts. And we have 1 minute left in said hype train. Let's see if we can knock it down. Now, remember, if we don't knock out the goal tonight, we will add 120 to tomorrow night's goal, and it will be a $420 goal.
Yeah.
Not if Chops has anything to say about it. $10 from
you.
Chops, and we go down to 110.
Very
for
generous
tonight.
man. Jeez.
Chops is a very generous dude. He's thrown in a lot of money these last couple of days. Let's watch that PayPal, see if that gets knocked out here. 110 away from our goal. Very, very close. Let's see if we can get there. Otherwise, the show is up in a little less than a minute here. So very close to that goal. It looks like we're not going to quite make it tonight, though.
Sleepy Monday.
Big enough for everybody to know about us.
Yep.
Still not yet quite big enough to knock out every single show's donations, unless we get a last-second miracle here. 30 seconds left to get within 50 so we can do the overtime on credit, as it were. 110 away. Oh, there's Dirty Major Woody with another 20.
Thank you, sir.
So we're now 95 away from said goal. 95 away, and we have about 10 seconds left in the music here. And it looks like that will be it. Well, hey, guys, you got us under 100,
Yes.
which is very, very cool.
It's good news.
Got us under 100, but couldn't quite hit the goal. $95 away. If you guys are feeling generous after the show's over here, then maybe chip in a little bit there. But otherwise, thank you guys very much for a wonderful show. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll head to bed a little bit earlier tonight, which is always, welcome.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to everybody who contributed and donated tonight. That is awesome. Don't worry, we'll knock out the 400 tomorrow night, and there is no goal on Wednesday, as it is a prize show.
Yep.
So thank you guys very much, and we will talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central.